A little bit sinister. Not as sinister as those white suits though, jeez. One of the most highly requested Backstreet Boys songs on the channel that people have been asking me to do is I Want It That Way. But you'll know that if you click the thumbnail to this video anyway. So let's find out who wants it and what way they want it. I've had to take my jacket off, I'm melting. Right, okay. Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. Oh, let's get comfortable. Let's go. Yeah. Forgot to say, I know this one. It's just the video, you know what I mean? I can't really remember the video too much.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way.
Okay, so you're my one desire, you are my fire, my one desire, and I want you to be my one desire. That is, I want it that way. There's no thing that they actually want in any way, shape, or form. They don't want anything physically. They don't want a certain thing put in a certain way. No OCD going on here. This is just, I want you to be my desire and my fire, as Brian just told us. Right. It's a cool little melody, this. I learned to play this on guitar when I was at college. Let's go. That's why I know it so well.
That way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart.
Right, okay.
When you say that I want
Okay, that was contrasting.
that way, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why
The white suits, man.
nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it
Right, okay.
that way.
Hey, I've never sat here and thought, like I say, I've said this on a few songs now, that I've never sat here and thought, what is this about? And in the second one, they're saying that she's completely polar opposite to what Brian said in the first part. You know what I mean? And then when Nick says, I never want to hear you say that you want it that way, it's different. Because it's heartache and pain. You know what I mean? There's two contrasting views from each one. One's saying, I love you, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. And the other one's got the, like I say, exact opposite. Right, okay. A little bit sinister. Not as sinister as those white suits, though. Jeez, let's go.
Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
All shot in an airport, eh? Come on, AJ.
Your fire, your one desire. Yes, I know it's too late.
Okay.
But I want it that way. Tell me why ain't
All right, so they've done, I never noticed this before in this song. In the first part, they did two views. So it was a longer verse. In this one, it's just basically AJ asking the question, am I your fire? Am I your desire? You know, he's asking the question now because of obviously the opposites in the first part. And now he wants to know, you know, well, are you reciprocating my love for you? You know what I mean? And then they go and tell me why, because it ain't nothing but a heartache now. She don't like him, her. You know what I mean? She doesn't like these guys, whoever's singing about what, as much as the guys love the girl in this song. That's my official breakdown.
it that way? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake.
This song's got a great melody, man.
Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want
Those harmonies are so spot on.
Now I can see that we're falling apart
Right?
from the way that it used to be. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
My fire.
The deep down inside of me, you are my fire. That follows on from that last conversation. Obviously now, this is a relationship that has drifted. That's what they're talking about. This is a whole spectrum of someone wanting reassurance from the lady that, you know, they are going to still be together. Because from my side, the man in this relationship, or the Backstreet Boys in this relationship, they want it all. They want the affection, the love. You know, I want to hear you say, I want it that way. But she's not doing that. Now, Kevin's come in and said, and it's like Kevin's been the dad here and walked in and gone, listen, all you lot are delusional. She don't want anything to do with you. I see now that we've drifted. You know what I mean? And then Howie jumps in and he goes, I just want to hear you say that. I want it that way. You know what I mean? I want to hear you say that I'm your desire, sort of thing. It's very slick, this song. It's sound-wise. It's got a beautiful guitar melody picking, and like this, the harmonies between these lot. You know, it doesn't matter who's harmonizing with who. There's always give you that absolutely beautiful sounding tone to their voices. Backstreet Boys, man, are one of the best a cappella harmonizing boy bands that I've heard since doing reactions. And that's not a joke, that's real stuff, that.
That deep down inside of me, you are my fire.
That's Backstreet Boys, isn't it?
Desire, you are.
And that's what I'm talking about the harmonizing. You're gonna get mobbed now. What a song, man. Didn't know it was Brian who did that part. They're getting mobbed. See, now the two songs that I categorically knew at the time of... I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here. When I was at college, I said to you, I learned how to play guitar. I was learning riffs. Backstreet Boys, I Went It That Way in year 2000 was one of the big songs that came out. And that, you know, I mean, there was guitar lessons and we was playing that, you know, learning how to pick the thingies to this. And then the other big song at the time, which came out not long after it, was the Larger Than Life. So when I did the last reaction to Larger Than Life like ages ago, I was talking about the guitar solo, and then they didn't put it in. I was like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I didn't really see the video for this song either, because again, it was a different time in 2000. We did have the internet, but it wasn't readily available to everyone. It was dial-up half the time. I didn't know they shot it all in an airport, so, you know, that was new to me. Makes a change. Anyway, but yeah, absolutely brilliant song again from the Backstreet Boys. This is one that I remember with the harmonies more than anything, because the harmonies I thought were absolutely brilliant at the time, and even listening back to it like 25 years later, the harmonies are still absolutely on point. I don't think there's many better than these. Backstreet Boys, without the music sounding the same, remind me of Boys to Men with the harmonies. That's how pure and how good they sound. I think I've said that in another reaction before, but they do. They're as slick as Boys to Men when it comes to the voices together. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, what did you guys think of this reaction? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the Backstreet Boys original video, and I'll see you all next time.